Hi, this is Korth from Random Acts of Kindness. Welcome to our Icecrown Citadel Casuals Raid Guide. The content of this video will be covering the Dragon Healer's perspective on the Valithria Dreamwalker encounter. When people say an encounter is a healer fight, they're usually referring to the sick amounts of outgoing damage that only a geared and skilled healer can get you through. This is a different sort of healer fight. The primary goal of this encounter for your raid group is to destroy waves of spawning adds in order to allow your healers time to heal the boss back up to 100%. Our setup is a Resto Shaman and a Holy Priest raid healing, and myself, a Holy Pally, healing the dragon and taking all the portals. You may need to adjust your setup differently depending on your raid composition, but obviously you want your strongest AoE healers on the raid and your strongest single target healers on the dragon. At the start of the fight, I pop all my cooldowns. Being that this is a longer encounter, I'm sure I will get them back before the burn phase at the end of the encounter. If you're raid healing, watch my grid to get an idea of the damage incoming on you. If you're dragon healing, feel free to burn through all your mana before you take the first portal phase. After you get a few stacks of Emerald Vigor, you will never need to worry about going ooh. Somewhere around 30 seconds after you start the fight, Dreamwalker will spawn small green portals to the Emerald Dream. After a few more seconds, these will become interactable, and your dragon healer should port through to the other side and begin collecting Emerald Vigor, located floating around the ceiling of the room. Emerald Vigor is a buff that increases your healing done and your mana regen, and it is essential that you build as many stacks of these as you can. Try to time it so that you can pick up the last Emerald Vigor about 5 seconds before the portal phase is over. You can watch the debuff on the upper right hand side of my screen to track this. After the phase ends, focus your time healing the dragon until the next portal phase, and then it's rinse and repeat. If you are a raid healer doing this encounter and you find yourself running low on mana, you may find it beneficial to jump into one of the portals and gain a few stacks of the debuff in order to enhance your mana regeneration. The only downside to this is it leaves only a single healer on the raid for the duration, as your dragon healer is primarily focusing on getting your dragon healed. Should this become one of the challenges of the fight, you may need to work with some sort of a rotation with your healers in order to both maintain a maximum amount of the buff on everyone and also keep everyone's mana high. Once you've gotten a feel for the encounter, you will know exactly when and where to call for a burn phase. For me, it's somewhere around 30 stacks of Emerald Vigor or 80%, whichever comes first. At this point, I'll call for a heroism and pop my cooldowns to finish the fight off. If you have weaker single target healing, you may need to wait a little bit longer or gain some additional stacks before calling for the burn.